I am Groost. I hunt boar, hunt to feed my people. You are not a friend to us. You'll need to run faster than boar. Return if you must.
I have seen many an exile come and go, into the forest or into the ground. You seem different somehow. Different good, different bad, it's hard to tell at this stage. The name is Eramir, and for now you have the benefit of my doubt. Those bandits you've encountered out there, they're the dregs of Oriath. And with any foul broth, the nastiest chunks bubble to the surface. The lords of Larceny, Oak, Creighton, and Alira, the self-appointed monarchs of the forest, Creighton in the east, Alira in the west, Oak in the north, and this village, this tribe, we pay their taxes. I would never venture to say that life in Rayclast is easy, but with those three gone, well, living here might just become possible.
The end of learning is the beginning of death.
I am Yina, keeper of the spirit. Are you a kind exile like Eramir? He is good to us, helps us. You will stay and help us too, yes? A beast hunts us in her dreams, a great white beast, tortured and maddened by bad men, a long time gone. She will come here one night to tear, crush, and eat. Her pain tells her to. Find the white beast and end her pain before she shares it with us. Remember to live.
You and me, we are the same. We dream big. We find new places. We do not tell stories. Stories are told about us. I learn the words, the ways of Oriath. You listen to me, and not pigheads like Groost. Then you will live to find more new places. The road, it runs east and west of here. To the west it passes the bandit woman's camp, then turns south to the sea. But you say it is now blocked. I have seen a strange thing in the rock by that south pass, like one of Groost's carvings, but of stone. You should go look at it. What has been closed might be opened again.
And so your path leads you here, exile. Be careful where you step. For as one foot leads the other, so too does each foot leave its mark. A trace of what was, a guide to what will be. Fate will find you.
Hello. We are Azmeri. You are not. Eramir is not. Life was good when it was just Azmeri. Yina thinks she knows the spirit, that it talks to her. She talks to herself. Silk is no hunter. Silk scares children with stories at fire time. That 8-leg he wears, he did not kill it. Found it in the forest dead of age. I would like to see Silk face live 8-leg one day. See him wrapped up for lunch. They fall from trees, try to swarm over you like fleas. Their chieftain, stand back when he beats his chest. Bark is worse than bite. This is our home. We hunt, we grow, we build. Your kind in the forest kill, steal, and burn. Soon they will take it all, leave us no food. Then we must move, leave our home. Going?
The day has dawned, Exile. Many exiles come this way. Eramir is not like them, not like you. He is an old man with many stories. He teaches us words that you can understand. He teaches we as Miri to be strong, not in our arms and legs like Grust, strong in our heads. I like Yina. She thinks bigger than this place. She knows there is more to life than hunting and growing Morka. There is spirit. Grust is the big man in the tribe. All do what Grust says. But his spear goes limp when faced with the 8 legs. Her fur, her skin, it reminds me of biting winter. I see her one night, follow her to a cave in the old fields to the east, listen to her howl at the stars. A sad, sad sound. Great white beast, she full of old pain.
My help is yours. Eramir was a wise man in Oria. He is our wise man now. Hear him. You will learn much. If you do not hear, you will likely die. Grust does what he thinks is right, and in Grust's dream, he is never wrong. Silk knows more than others think. He watches, he learns. Look between the words, and you'll see the truth in Silk's stories. The forest children are ill. Once they drank from fruit, ate nuts and berries. Now they drink blood, eat brain and heart. This land is in a nightmare from which it cannot wake. Remember to live.
Hello. The Asmiri, the culture that descended from the Asmirian mountains and founded the Eternal Empire so long ago. Not that these people have any understanding of their lineage. Their history, identity, all but destroyed in the Cataclysm. These Asmiri took in a disowned son of Oriath, fed me, healed me. To repay my debt, I've taken in the orphans of a dead empire. A large heart, yet so little sense to go with it. Yina dabbles in things she should not. The spirit she obsesses over. If she is not careful, she will find herself joining it. Grust is the strong right arm of this tribe. No man hunts better, and no man could do more to protect the ones he loves. Tales and songs are Silk's meat and drink. Would have made a fine bard in the old empire. Were a fraction of what he says true, we'd have nothing to fear from bandit nor beast, with Silk among us. I've read about Chevron of Umbra, and what she did to the warden at Axiom. You did well to end Brutus's sorry existence. But Chevron's barricade, that's sad news indeed. There is little enough freedom in Rayclast as it is, but to be stranded on that dismal coast, I pity the exiles to come. Would I know how to lower the barricade? Afraid not. I was a bit distracted the last time I took the pass. Hungry goatmen to avoid on that side, Alira's thralls on this side. I embraced the patronage that High Templar Dominus offered my struggling museum. I took his favor and conducted his research into the thaumaturgical arts practiced within the Eternal Empire. I wish I'd known then what I know now, that I was pandering to the warped dreams of a madman. Keep your wits about you.
We, the Court of Reckoning, find you, Doedri Stamatis, guilty of the following transgressions against God. Perversion of God's creation. Promotion of heretical beliefs. Unlawful enslavement of eternal citizens. Torture of the innocent. Murder of the servants of purity. For these most severe crimes, I do sentence Doedri Darktongue to burn at the stake till naught is left but ash. May her life serve as penance for the lives she has taken, and let purity sweep away the dust of her deeds from our firmament. High Templar Vol, Commander of the Army of Purity.
Arteri, my beautiful captain. I wish it were not you, but I cannot bring myself to trust any other with this most vital of tasks. This is the only pass between the inner and outer empire. No further exiles are to enter the inner empire. We have material enough for our work. Ensure that the barricade remains in place, and if any exile should somehow pass through, kill them. I will send for you when my work is complete in San. Until we share our next night together. Piety.
I have seen warriors in black in the east. They are from your Oriath. Better fed, better armed than you, exile. Oriath did not want you, so why does it follow you here? You will understand what you see more than I. Go east and find these warriors in black. If there is danger to us, I need to learn of it.
Travel far.
A stranger like no other faced the wall of the Umbra, opened a pass in a sorry land, gave some hope to a sorry band of exiles and death-soaked castaways, a chance at life on a brand new day.
There. Thought you deserved one of my finest poems, written to commemorate such a mighty feat. Oh, and this. Been keeping it for a very special occasion. Consider yourself just such an occasion.
Still alive, are we? You found a way to bring down Chevron's barricade. It's at times like these I recall I'm a man of action, not words. Should we encounter each other in the forest, the roast boar's on me, my friend. Stay sharp out there.
What little help I can offer is yours. Some have dared hope for a better life beyond Prisoner's Gate. Not me. My place is here, easing the suffering of exile as best I can. Goodbye.
What do you want? Their skin makes good boots. Their spit makes painful death. Unclean. Do not eat of the trees surrounding the Chamber of Sins. Do not drink of the water, and do not rest. The beasts there look weak, born badly. They are faster, stronger than they seem. Return, if you must.
Ooh, hankering for education, are we? The High Templars' blackguards? They're here, rubbing shoulders with us mere exiles? A mystery indeed, and so near the Chamber of Sins. Whatever they want with that foul place, it won't be for the betterment of humanity. The Chamber of Sins? Apparently, the late Archbishop Geoffrey of Frisia gave it that title. It was built by Emperor Cheetus for one Inquisitor Maragaro. How do I know this? To my shame, I did Dominus's dirty work in the selfish hopes of scholarly advancement. I scoured fragments of documents brought back by Fairgraves and Doreso before his disgrace. I unearthed all I could on the Eternal Empire's masters and mistresses of thaumaturgy, a subject of keen interest to our supposedly devout High Templar. If I were you, I'd avoid Malagaro's old laboratory, a place of illness infected by a diseased mind. Fare you well.
I greet you. Viper eats monkey, monkey eats viper. The forest is hurt, confused. It fights with itself. There is no peace for us in this war. Be well.
How can I help? The path to the sea is open. You are a legend that lives, Exile.
You have a powerful aura, bright as a sunset before a storm. So let me rub an idea against that hot spirit of yours, see if it catches fire. My little tribe has two problems: Oak in the north and Creighton in the east. They succeed in making our lives in Rayclast even more miserable. And then there's the matter of the amulets around their necks. The ones like mine here, stolen. Taken when we three called each other friend. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my tribe safe. Bring me a pair of amulets and a pair of lying tongues, and I'll make you part of that power. You need friends in Rayclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend.
It's hard to cast a spell with a blade in your throat, isn't it, witch?
So an enemy of hope has fallen. Alira will not be missed. Did you do it for a higher purpose, perhaps? Something worthy? Like peace? Every day my brethren must battle and die with Creighton's bridge rats. To save the lives of many, you need take only one. But if peace isn't reward enough for you, bring me the amulet that hangs around Creighton's worthless neck. I trust you have Alira's in hand already. I thought so. When joined with mine, those trinkets will forge us a new strength, you and I. The strength to bring about peace.
Well fought, Oak. A shame we have only the trees for audience.
Hankering for education, are we? That ancient gateway to the northwest. It's a peculiar thing, not of the Eternal Empire. It could be Val in origin, a culture I've seen mentioned here and there in some of the most antique of texts. It is the Val who began the use of virtue gems well before our imperial ancestors. Little else is known about them. If only I had my old museum archives, I could have given you a more tempered theory. Keep your wits about you.
The white beast's spirit is at rest. No more pain. Take this in thanks from me, and from the suffering animals that you have helped. There is land that has forgotten the spirit. Some man told the rocks and water a different dream. Now the rocks and water think they are man. Stay true to you.
It is a new day. Great white beast is dead. Then make a tale, a song to sing, of the mighty exile and their teacher, Silk the Wise. Many will be impressed, yes?
Make it fast. Rocks and water. They move and live like monkey and viper. They die like monkey and viper too. There is no heart to see, but there is a heart to stab, if you can find it with your spear. Travel far.
I haven't slept. No one has slept. Not for 3 days, not since the black storm in the northern ranges. Not since the nightmares began. Violent and twisted night terrors. They whisper to us, tempt us, threaten us, beguile us. They promise terrible things in return for even more terrible acts. My husband, Daenerys, went to Alliston to find a doctor who might help. He should have been back yesterday. I fear for him. I fear for all of us. It has been a little over a week since the Black Storm. My husband has not returned, and sickness now sweeps through our village. Many have died, and those who have lived have changed. These were folk we once called neighbor and friend. Now they limp and stagger through the night, their deformities as grotesque as the madness in their eyes. The moon was full the night of the Black Storm. It is full again. They have come for me. They have come for my daughters. Bravalo called out while the others skulked and muttered in the darkness. Corran went to them, arms open, welcoming. The nightmares told her to. My uncle tried to stop her. Bravalo crushed his skull with his smith's hammer. I barred the doors and windows, but they screamed like monkeys and beat themselves bloody trying to get in. I had no choice. I took my 2 youngest and fled through the cellar, following the tunnel to the mill. All we can do is hide and hope. God help us. Three Lunari gone now since it all began. Perhaps I am the only one who still looks upon Lunaris, who remembers her name. Soon, I will be gone, and the moon will go on alone. My husband has returned, and he hunts for me. My dead husband hunts me. Corran, too, and my uncle. Corpses rise and walk and feed. My girls, they walk now, and feed. God has forsaken us. Lunaris is my witness. Tonight, I return to my family.
Heard you've been doing some serious gardening around the place. Felled a big dumb oak and plucked an allure of thistle from a foul bed. And I'm thinking you got a couple of amulets in your pockets. Ones like mine here. There's power in them, you know, but only when all three get to dance together. I'm not greedy, mind. I'm willing to split that power with you, right down the middle. Hand me those amulets, and let's see what fate has in store for us.
Pity your mind wasn't as swift as your blades, bridge rat.
There's greatness in you. You've proved that without a doubt. And whether you've destroyed the bandits for us or for your own ends, it matters not at all. You've given us back our home and our future. You say the Lords of Larceny wore these around their necks? These artifacts and that ancient gateway to the northwest, crafted by the same hands, I'd venture. Val hands. And it appears the brigands' trinkets could form a single whole. Give me a moment with them. I used to be good at this sort of thing. Now, this one seems to fit neatly against here, and this third one, well, it looks like it... I'm so sorry, my friend. Are you well? Yes, you are apparently intact. Remarkable, considering, for the barest moment there, you were something altogether different. I'm not afraid to admit it. A rather unnerving version of yourself. If I were you, I'd dispense with that artifact down the deepest, darkest hole that I could find. Keep your wits about you.
Hello. You are a hunter of man. Today you have hunted bandits. Tomorrow, when you are restless, will you hunt us? You should go. Find another hunting ground. Leave us in peace.
Exiles.